Gentlemen, welcome back. I hope your day is going super smoothly and you're getting everything that you need to get done out there, hitting the gym, all that good stuff. But today, I've got another report for you, and this time it's on a woman who has been featured in the red pill space, even briefly. Either way, you may have heard of this TikTok creator. Her name's Coco Beauty. She was on The Rational Male before, so Rollo Tomasi's YouTube channel, as he is the author of The Rational Male, go figure, and also on Adam Sosnick's Saucecast, SOScast, whichever comes first. So, you know, seeing her in the list, I had to cover her, and I had to also mention that as she's somewhere between her high standards, self-proclaimed, and knowing about red pill content. So these are videos of hers that are very recent and after her appearances on both of those podcasts. So let's see. Maybe she's taken something. Maybe she's taken something from the podcast, rather, and funneled that into her own content. Or perhaps she's going to stay herself and not learn from the advice that these gentlemen have to pass off with their many years of dating women and, you know, becoming high-value men themselves. Can you teach a woman new tricks? We'll see. Either way, I'm going to load the first TikTok here. And there we go.
Complains that you're expensive, just tell him that there are other girls out there in different price ranges and remind him that you always get what you pay for. If your man complains that you're
okay, hey, good for you. You know your value, apparently. But for real, guys, there are plenty of other Instagram models out there with the same values, looks, and attitudes as this one. It doesn't really make you a prize in any way, shape, or form. We care about you not being run through and bringing peace to our lives at the absolute minimum, which is crazy given women's super high standards, you know. The 6'6s, and even now they demand even so much more than the 6'6s, which are absolutely crazy. For those that don't know what that theory is, it's that women in modern relationships expect men to bring 6 values to the table: having a 6-inch ding dong, being 6 feet tall, making at least 6 figures a year, driving a 600 horsepower car. Just crazy stuff like that. And then there's us, you know, just bring us peace, look good, and really, is there too much else to ask? But then again, this is the bare minimum. I guess if women are going to be upping their standards to a crazy height, we should also be doing the same. As you know, they want equality, right? Equality where it serves them. Nuts. This woman seems like absolute chaos, and I'm going to stop babbling on and get to the next TikTok of her just being an absolute high-standard queen.
The table.
Will you bring a table first?
What do you bring to the...
I just don't get it. Like, hey, listen, first off, it's a TikTok, and you told it to ask you a question, but you answered the question with a question. I think my brain cells are dying, gentlemen. Either way, I personally think that the whole "what do you bring to the table" question just really shouldn't be asked on both sides of the table, theoretically. Frankly, it's not a question that should be asked. You should understand what somebody brings to the table immediately upon meeting them for a first date. And it feels like a red flag if any of you have to ask this. To me, it says you didn't learn enough from their dating profile. You haven't learned enough from talking to them. Do a little bit of due diligence before you invite somebody on a first date. Which, by the way, in Coco's eyes, asking somebody out for a coffee is just a waste of time because she has an espresso machine at home and she could get coffee. But, you know, you can't necessarily get the companionship of meeting somebody new from your espresso machine, can you? Oh, just mind-boggling. Just like how a vibrator will never fully satisfy your sex life. Hopefully that one doesn't get me demonetized, but it's in the same vein there. Either way, you know. I think this question is only valid if they purposely do not provide information for themselves and you're on the first date and you're trying to understand what the hell it is that they do bring to the table. But there's a better way of asking it, you know. I expect you to have some charisma and figure out the best way to ask that yourselves, as it definitely depends on the situation that you're in. Going forward, though, don't start off your conversations like that. It's a fail from both sides of the table if it's asked. Either way, we're going to get on to the topic of this video. The topic video of this video. Funny enough. Let me just switch over to it. So, like I was saying before, this is Huron Sawscast, Adam Sosnick's podcast, which some of you may be familiar with. And when asked about loyalty, this was a discussion they had.
Wait, what is plate spinning?
It's dating non-exclusive, dating more women at one time.
And I agree with that.
Non-exclusively. And
You agree with what exactly?
I agree with
Dating
people
non-exclusively.
dating non-exclusively until they find somebody they like. Because why would you be loyal to somebody that you just met and you like him and you like start imagining your wedding and you start imagining all these things with him, but he's not even serious. He's just like dating you casually. Don't be loyal too early. Don't be loyal during the talking stages and stuff.
Don't be loyal too early.
Wait, what
Right.
is plate spinning?
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, I agree and disagree with this. Just a sec. We're warping back into this scene. Starting with a warp. Transitioning with a warp. Gotta love it. Anyways. So yeah, I mean, I agree and disagree with this on both sides of the table. Yes, and I get that this doesn't apply to men unless you're blue-pilled, beta bucks, and I don't know why you'd be here if that's the case. But moving along, if you're fantasizing about what comes next when you're just starting to meet someone, that's really just going to hurt you in the end if they aren't loyal. So if you catch yourself doing that, try to move away from those thoughts and instead have absolutely no expectations, given you could go on a first date and somebody could completely just ghost you for any reason. You know, you had white shoelaces on instead of black shoelaces. For some damn reason, women are always coming up with ways to disqualify people over the stupidest of things. But yeah. If no connection is felt, really, it's not going to work out. It's a hard balance of being into it, but not being too into it. And I think the simplest way to go about this as a man is to really be upfront with your intentions and expect them to be the same on their first date, or even before the first date. Like, what I'm trying to say here is, if you want to casually date and they don't want to, and she still goes through with it, really, it's on her if things don't work out, as you stayed in your frame and she chose to do what, you know, she was hoping would be the expectation, but you had been clear was not going to be the expectation. Now, if that changes on your end, that's something that you talk about, but again, don't let somebody control you. Have your boundaries. Boundaries are definitely safe, healthy things for both genders, both sexes, whatever the PC thing is. I don't freaking know. Or whatever the liberals are saying nowadays. Anyways. I really wish I had time to do more long-form content, I'd love to watch that entire Saws cast and see how exactly things go. But apparently things did not go well for her in this discussion, and I'm really not surprised, as I haven't seen them collaborate again. Even though she's in Miami, Saws cast is in Miami, and Rolo's often in Miami. Anyways, Vince, I'm going to wrap it up here. Just going to summarize this by saying that modern women are really not the prize. Plenty of women with high standards. If you don't like women like this, and I don't blame you, do not pursue them. And in this one's case, I believe she's either married or in a committed relationship, so the only thing you have to deal with is her crappy TikTok takes. Beans, it's been a pleasure presenting my findings to you today, and if you like my content, help spread it throughout YouTube by liking the video and subscribing to my channel. Turn on the notification bells, I'll have new findings for you every single day. Do comment down below the video with your thoughts on this creator, and any thoughts of mine that resonate with you, or any topics of discussion in regards to this video. Don't forget to visit Taylor's channel today as well to catch up on his content. And while you're there, check out Hidon's channel, as he's new and he's pumping out awesome content as well. I'll have it for you every single day. Until tomorrow, thank you for watching, and always do your due diligence.